welcome back to the channel. Thank you for following the build, and thank you for sticking with me on the channel. If not, this will be just a memory for myself that I can go back on years later on and see what I did. Okay, we got the crank in. I wish I was a little bit further along on the project as I wish, but shit happens. And we got everything checked. Everything checks out correctly. Everything looks out perfectly fine. Here's just a quick, I guess, tutorial on how to install a crank in a small block Chevy, plus a little added bonus of what to do with the rear main cap, and a little modification that I made that you might be interested in doing. And yeah, hope you enjoy. This is a tech tip, or I think a 101 of small block Chevys of what you should do for the oiling system, and just do with the main cap. Basically, you're unshrouding the casting marks of where the oil flows in and out of the main cap. This is your main source of the oil, so you want to unrestrict it as much as possible. Now remember, flow versus pressure. Pressure is resistance. You guys understand what I'm saying. Look it up if you don't understand what I'm talking about. So you're actually unrestricting. You're never going to see it or feel it or anything like that, but this is a good update or a good modification you can for your main bearing. So watch me. You guys are going to laugh, but what I use is a Dremel tool, cheap grinding sets. I mean, if you're professionals, this is a joke to you, but this is, 101 monkey garage here, and this is what we have to work with. So alright, we're going to test fit the crank with the new bearings to see where we're at. Some of you say this is unnecessary, but I find that by putting the oil pump there, torquing it down, it does distort the bearing cap a little bit. It could be the difference between one thousandths or so. Alright, so we have taken off all of the main bearing caps. We're checking just with plastic gauge real quick. I'm showing just over 2 thousandths on each of the main bearings. I'm guesstimating somewhere around 2.2 to 2.4. All right, let's clean everything up and assemble it. Yeah, that feels good. All right, so you guys don't think I'm a total barbarian. We are putting oil on the bolts. We're doing 77 foot-pounds. Hey, in the YouTube land, if you guys want to get me a digital torque wrench, let me know. I'm getting too old to read these things, man. Shit. All right. Start from the inner out. The crank is going to have some resistance because you have the assembly lube in there. It's not regular oil. Remember that when you're spinning the crank, you're like, oh God. What you're looking for is bind. And there's zero bind. Look at that. That is sweet. Okay, let's double check. Very simple. Push the crank forward as much as you can. Alright, I had to stop the video and edit this out a little bit here and give you a better explanation what's going on here. What I failed to explain, and I think I edited out of the original piece of the video, is that on small block Chevys, the rear main cap is the thrust bearing. That means it controls the crank that goes from back to forward. What you want to do is that you want to tighten this down, torque this down last. So that means you're going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4 main caps, spread them out, torque them down evenly, and then torque this down last. But while you're torquing this down, you're pushing the crank forward, which I'm trying to explain that, but it's not really coming out the way I want it to. And I want to make it a little bit clearer to people. You're pushing the crank forward and then torquing it down at the same time. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. Right there. All right. Boom. Very nice. Very nice.